Stara. Hi, Jojo. How are you guys? Merry Christmas. Happy Yuletide. I'm only on for a little bit today, guys. Don't spam the chat, but I'm happy to see you guys on Christmas. And I'll try and do a couple of free reads again. Hi, Cheryl. How is everyone? So for the free reads today, it'll be, I'll pull a card for you if you're a sub. Yes. Love and light. Or a message card. So if you're somebody who's, if for the free read, if you, instead of a tarot card, if you wanted message cards from your person, I'll do that. I don't usually do that for the free reads, but I will do that today. Okay. Yes. So let me just get myself together. Hope everyone's well. I think most of you are from overseas, though. Okay. Let me just organize myself. Hi, everyone. Okay. Stara, can you make a list for me? Thank you. Okay. So 1 second, guys. I don't actually want to do a list, but I will just since there's more of you here than I thought. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. I know most of you I've seen you before, so welcome back. But if you're new, certainly do. I'll just check that you subscribed. Okay. Thank you, Stara. Okay. So let's see. Make sure if you want a free read, make sure to subscribe and like. And thank you to those who already have. We're just putting the list together. And hope everyone's having a good holiday. If you have holidays or if you celebrate, and if you don't celebrate, that's fine too. Although I have a feeling that some of you have already left, even though they've asked for readings. That always happens. People jump in and then they leave. Okay, so my friend is just making the list. Okay, I think that's everyone. Hold on. But I don't think all those people are here. Okay. Okay, so Jojo, did you want message cards? Like, you know, these cards where there's messages from your person, or did you want a specific card? Like, or did you want like a tarot card? You can let me know. So that's for so those of you on the free list. Oh, did I? Yeah, sorry. So for those of you on the free list, so we can do message cards or we can do a tarot card. Okay, hi Jano. Yeah, we'll add you to the list. Okay, so don't drop your questions until it's your turn. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna turn. Star, I'm just gonna make you a mod for today. Okay, Sarah? Thank you. Any cards you have? Okay, but so because I know Jojo, you usually you ask about your person. So okay, well let's just see. So did you have a specific question, Jojo? Hi Sheila, how are you? How's everything? After a long Christmas Eve, I thought I'd jump on while it's Christmas. I'll be, I'm not sure. I'm trying to squeeze it in between I hope you had having a good Christmas Eve. I was wanting to come on, because I know sometimes people are kind of sad and down during this time, so I was wanting to come on during tomorrow, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to squeeze it in, so, okay. Yes, so Jano will update the list in a second, okay? I just want to know if she will reach out. Okay, let's just see. Spirit guides, angel. Okay, I already blessed the cards before I start, but let me just try one more time. Today, please. Okay, thank you. Yes, Merry Christmas, Happy Yuletide. Oops. Great, let me focus on that one again. So this is a more happy deck that I'm pulling from. You have a, did you mention, because Sheila, I remember you mentioned you have a lot of, or not a lot, you mentioned you had kids or something like that. So hopefully everyone is happy with their presents and everything. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Good. Give a message for Jojo. Give a message for Jojo about regarding being blocked. Give a message to Jojo regarding being blocked. Oh, well, so Jojo, just so you know, yeah, so if you've just come in, just hold off a second. We'll update the list in a second, and you can either get a message card or I'll pull a free card. I was going to pull two. Jojo 3 came out here. So this is a more kind of positive deck. But in this, Jojo, and I'm asking for the like blessing type of things for what you needed to know. And we have the 2 of Cups that came out, which is nice, and Judgment and the Hierophant. So I think this is just, you can take it as you want to interpret it. But, you know, I know you're talking about your person, you're talking about being blocked, and it looks like something's going to come to a reckoning. It's not going to stay this way forever. There's something important to this connection, and your heart's going to find some healing. So I think that's very positive. So that's a nice message for Christmas. I'm only going to try to do good messages today. So hopefully that helped, Jojo. Okay. So, okay, Stara is telling me to do it from here. Okay. Okay, so one second. So 1 second. I think I might do it from here. Where did you put that thing, Stara? Okay, there, I see it is. Okay. So the free reads are just card pulls, just so you guys know. So I'm going to just update. Hi, if I haven't said hi to you, I'm not ignoring you, I just didn't see it. So hi, Shivi and Anandita, Luna's mom. Merry Christmas, Happy Yuletide, LART. Okay. Yes, I know you want a free card reading. Okay, 1 second. Yes, make sure to subscribe. I double check that because it helps with the energy exchange and good karma. I'm just updating because I know people freak out if I miss the right order. Okay. I don't know if Sheila wanted a card or not, but let me just, I think she might be busy, but let's see. If Sheila wanted a card, we'll give it to her. Phoebe, Luna's mom, LA, RT. Okay, take care, Jojo. Don't feel sad. And oh, Jano was somewhere. Sorry, I forget where Jano was, but I think we were there. Okay. Oh, it's Jane. Could I spell that right? Yeah. Okay. So we just done Sheila. Okay, so guys, yeah, thank you. So just hold your questions until we get to you. So now we're on Sheila, and I see any good news about my love with Zane. Okay. Did you want a message card from him, like what he'd want to say to you, or do you want a tarot card? No problem. Okay, so I think you wanted tarot cards. I'm just going to pull a tarot for you. Yeah, okay, tarot. It's actually T-A-R-O, but tarot is right. It's how it is pronounced. So, spirit guides and his ancestors for Sheila. Thank you, Sarah. Any good news? What is a positive piece of information? Yeah, I'll add you in that. Spirit guides and his ancestors. What is some positive news? What is a positive message? Okay, so the positive message, wow, yes. So I asked Spirit for positive messages only today because it's Christmas and what we're getting, well, positive meaning blessing. So actually this is very also positive, which is we have the King of Pentacles and the Lovers. So I'm not sure if one of you are Earth signs, or I've forgotten, but this looks like there is a stable choice or like something, the decision that's going to be made between you and your person, Sheila, whether it's universe deciding it or you guys deciding it, is going to be one for your highest good, and potentially in a way that makes you guys feel connected with each other. So, and one that brings a sense of stability and feeling of security. So that's what we have for you. Thank you, Sheila. So Cheryl, if you're still here, drop your question. So if Cheryl or Alexis are still here, you guys go ahead and drop your questions. And then I'm not sure if Lena wanted. Thank you. Oh, sorry, I'm pronouncing your name wrong. Sorry, Sheila. Sorry, I apologize. Yes, I think that's positive. So hopefully that will be good for you. Come back and let us know. And I spelled your name wrong, so I'm sorry about that. Sheila. Okay. Alexis, are things between Benjamin and me over? Okay. So I'm going to pull tarot for you as well. So again, this is going to be tarot asking Spirit for the blessing in the questions today because it's Christmas, because it's Yuletide. Spirit guides and his ancestors of. So this is just for the free cards. It's just 2 cards. So if you want a deeper reading, I'll put up some kind of contest eventually on my channel. So, or if you can't donate, so I'll do that in the future. I've been planning to do that. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Alexis. What is the what message do you have for Alexis about the status between her, oops, and Benjamin? Okay, that's more than 2. So I only answered 2, but let's see. So you got a bunch of cards. So basically, I feel like Spirit means that there's more to the situation with you and Benjamin. Obviously, you know that as well. than meets the eye. But again, we're asking for the blessings in here. No, it doesn't look to me like things are over here, but the High Priestess is in the mix of the cards. So there is some inner knowing, some spiritual path, some spiritual there are signs, there's something more that's guiding this connection and the decisions that are going to be made right now. There is a period of feeling isolated and disconnected from each other, but the connection is still there. There's still a bond between you two. Not only are there good memories, there's this still feeling like really connected to each other, and think when you think about the good things, the good things come through. But so that's there. So no, definitely not cards of over. Hi Bella, how are you? Merry Christmas, Happy Yuletide. I was actually going to email you, Bella. Thank you for dropping by. How are you? How did your Christmas party go? I was going to add emails for some of the people I've read for before. I'll get to it, I promise. How are you, Bella? I hope things are well. I hope you're having a good holiday season. Yes, it's positive, Alexis. So come back and hopefully it'll be better. We're having the good, positive Christmas spirit right now. Okay, so if Cheryl or Sahu are still here, drop your questions. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe if you'd like a reading. or sorry, a card. Apologize. Okay, let's go back here. Oh, right. I mean, not right. I mean, that makes sense. Sorry. Oh, that's too bad. Right. Everything's gone back into, yeah, I guess it would have depended on when the Christmas party was scheduled. Yes. Oh, it's interesting how that happens. It's interesting how the universe feels like it like kind of nudges its nose into things and like makes it feel like plans just shift. But I'll add you here. So okay, let's see. So I think if Sahu or Cheryl, no, did I do Cheryl? Yes, I did. I can't remember. So Cheryl or Sahu or Pankhuri, if they're here. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to Jano, if they're still here. Thank you, Artie. Pankhuri. Okay, there. Is there something coming new? Okay, so it's just a 2-card pull for the free cards. Pankhuri. Pankhuri, did you subscribe to the channel? Let's see. Yes, of course, Bella. I can pull cards for you, but yeah, absolutely, you can donate for sure. Universe intervening again wants to build anything I'm good in their way. Yes, I understand. So we'll just pull a card asking for the energy of what's happening in your love life. Let's see. What's a blessing for Pankhuri in their love life? Spirit guides and his ancestors of Pankhuri. You know, I was using this deck. I felt called to use this deck, and I'm going to go back to this deck. This is my positive Christmas deck. Spirit guides, angels. Do most of you say Merry Christmas, or do most of you say Happy Christmas? Please give us a message for just a second, Arity. What is a blessing coming in Pankhuri? Takur. I don't know doing that. Okay, so and I apologize if I'm pronouncing any names correct or wrong. Pankhuri. So it seems what's coming is whatever energies that have been difficult. Let me show the deck here. So whatever energies have been difficult are finding their way or removing themselves. So a clearer path is coming, a clearer mind is coming. Being able to see things, feel more connected to the divine and see things for what they are. So if you've ever felt like you weren't sure what someone's intentions were, or you had trouble making decisions or whatever, if there was any confusion or muddied waters around things related to love, that will pass, and that will pass through the guidance of the divine, and combined with your efforts. So whether you pray or you meditate or you do rosary or something like that, or you just take some time to look at things from a different perspective or whatnot, this is coming to pass. And as it comes to pass, you're going to find more like happiness and joy with friends and potential new love interests. So that's what we have for you. Okay. So yeah, Arati and Priyanka, if you're new, make sure to sub and we'll add you to the list. Let me just update this here. Okay, so RT doesn't have to add you, Priyanka. That's okay. So if Jano still here? Sahu, okay, you're back. Sahu always shows up and leaves. No, that's okay, Sahu. Or actually, I don't know if Belle, you don't have to donate. Let me just add you. Okay. Let me update this. Ooh, there's a bunch of ROTs. Okay, so you guys will be able to keep each other. TM. Priyanka. There's a famous actress nowadays. What's her name? Something Priyanka. Okay, so I'm not really sure. Oh, wait, I forgot to add Bella. have no idea what we can say about a future husband in a free card pull, but let's see. Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Spirit, Sahu wants to know about their future husband in this free card, in the single card pull. So give Sahu the information that will make sense to Sahu. Spirit guides and ancestors. Give us a piece of information that makes sense. No problem, Sahu. So make sure to like and subscribe, guys. It helps. It allows me to come on more often when we do. Oh. Interesting. Okay. So, Sahu, it looks like, so I'm trying to see what is Sahu's future husband like. So it seems that your future mate is someone who is, which is the cards that came out. Oh, okay, for sure, Bella. Thank you. I just wanted to add you that for sure. Let me just thank you, Bella. Thank you for your support. So Sahu, your future spouse is going to be, it seems like something in either who they will be or how you will meet, or you to them, is something about your compassion. Someone's going to help kind of the love that you guys have, or the emotional stability is going to help the other person through a hard time. You might meet after feeling isolated or feeling despondent or feeling lonely, or that might bring you two together, or that might relieve that in meeting this person. Not that anyone should ever do that for another person, but the cards are showing that it might be during that type of period when one feels alone. But you are never alone. We're never alone. This spouse, it's showing someone who is loving, compassionate, will take care of, have a caring nature, potentially like a water sign, a Cancerian type of energy. But even though this card is not technically Cancerian, I'm feeling that, but it could be, I'm not feeling Scorpio. But anyway, someone who cares about family and friends, someone who is, soft-hearted and who likes to help people. So, or this might be the conditions under which you meet. So that's the positive spirit messages for Christmas. Hopefully that helps, Sahu. Okay, so let me just update the thing. One second, guys. We have all these, I know some of you aren't from North America, but we have all these sales right now here. And I keep thinking, I need a new laptop. This one's so old, and we have all these Christmas sales and Black Friday sales, but I'm not sure if there are sales in other parts of the world as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'm going to do... So I'm going to read... Oh, goodness. I'm going to read for Bella, for anyone who's still in the room, because she donated, and then I will get back to the free list. All right. Actually, Star donated too, but Star told me I was allowed to do hers later, so I'm going to let's start it like that. Okay, I want to start afresh. In the new year, but it's going to be hard. I know. I wanted to ask you if I will connect. New. So we want to focus on someone new. I feel that whenever we do reads, though, I feel like even like I'm like you, where I'm like trying to like it kind of unconsciously connects back to back to the person we have on our minds. Are you on your mind? Anyway, yes, absolutely. Thank you, Bella. Let me just focus on the type of spread I want to use here. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella for Bella's highest good. Okay. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this particular. Well, that's natural, right? I think we all do that when we have like all of us and other people here in the room too. When you have someone in your mind, you can't help but think you're like, oh, that sounds just like them. And you never know, right? We have multiple soulmates in our lives, so we never know. I'm gonna do two different spreads here. Okay, spirit guides, and I'm gonna also do messages. Yes, let's see what the new year is. Yes, absolutely, yes. Okay, I'm going to try. There's a way I do certain reads. I'm going to try it that way where I pick from different cards. One second. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Please first give us the energy for Bella in the new year. Please give us some thoughts about the energy for the new year. The question is focused around love. However, Bella, Libra, wants to start fresh in the new year. Will she connect with someone new in love? And what will the energies be in the new year? Ancestors for Bella. For Bella's highest good and for the new year as it relates to love. For 2022. 2022 sounds like a good year as well. You guys can figure out your personal year numbers. I might put that up on the channel. And then based on your birthday, anyway, I'll say that in a second. Okay, I'm going to do it in a different way. I wanted to take this card, so I'm going to take it because I looked at it. So when I do this, like I close my eyes and I focus on you guys. Anyway. Bella's highest good. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I saw your message, Shibi. Yes, so either me or Sarah will get to that. Thank you. Bella. Those ancestors of Bella. Oh, too many. There's lots of energy for the year. It's interesting. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella. The energy for the new year as it pertains to love. Thank you. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella as it pertains to love. I didn't like how those felt. 1 second. Oh. Spirit guides. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, two came out. Lots of cards coming out for you here, Bella. Just going to set the tone with this, and then I'm going to pull the tarot spread. Hi, Alpha. How are you? Merry Christmas. Yes, we'll add you. Stars in and out here. It's late for her, so we'll add you in a second. And the other person, too. So I'm just on Bella. Okay, so I'm just going to set the tone, Bella, for the energies for, so hi, Jade. I'll add you to the list for a free card pull, but right now I'm on a donation and it'll be a little bit of a while, but you're absolutely welcome to wait. So what's interesting here, so the energy as it pertains to love for the new year, Bella. So we're going to go this way. So the first thing we have out is family. So I think Spirit is also focusing a little bit on the fact that Spirit hears or knows or senses your, or senses the desire or your connection to family and wanting a family, and hears that there's something. So something in this new year is going to help set a foundation for you having a family, your own family, growing in your own family, but also maybe the seeds of having a family of your own. All right, I just want to make sure you guys can see this. Okay. Also, these three kind of came out in weird, like not weird, in kind of underneath these while I was shuffling. So I wanted to take them. Freedom. I felt that card a lot. I felt that one come out. Talent and forgiveness. These feel connected intuitively here if we place them here. So something about 2022 in terms of starting fresh also involves the it's not release, involves the transformation of something, all these energies from 2021, 2020, and even 2019 to some extent. So there's going to be freedom from those things that you have felt tied to, not necessarily in a bad way, but it allows you, you're going to feel that ability to move in paths without being like these, words like being tied down or handcuffed is not a thing. There's just going to be, it's almost the sense of freedom without the feeling of constraint. So often when we talk about freedom, right, we'll talk about, well, you're tied down or you're tied to something or toxic change, but it's not that. It's almost like freedom that comes from growth, a freedom that comes from an understanding. So in the evolution of yourself, you're going to sense a freedom within and freedom without, outside, within and outside of yourself. There's going to be forgiveness of yourself and of others and of situations, of time that, things where you felt like decisions, just anything that requires you to be kinder to yourself and to those around you. Not that you aren't kind to those around you, but just in the truest sense of the word, forgiveness, knowing that everyone did the best they could at the time and there was never, ever any malicious intent, and being able to see things as just misunderstandings and release. I keep hearing the word release, but I'm resisting saying the word release, and I'm not sure why. Talent. This is, we're asking about love, but so I think you're going to come a little bit more into your own. This relates to this freedom card again. You're going to feel some stronger sense of things. There's going to be a congealing of sorts. Like I'm feeling that like things are coming together. They're starting to like when little molecules come together, they're starting to attract to each other. Like if you've seen like little droplets with magnets, how they kind of start to move towards each other, you're going to start to feel more in your sense of identity. And it's gonna come from compassion. But this family card overall for love is telling us that the seeds of family, your desires for family um, are on spirits, on universe's guidebook. They're coming. That's such a pretty picture as well, manifest during the moon time. Here we also have pillar of light. So this energy here, and we also have protection that came out underneath it, but we'll look at pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You're the oracle, as well as protection. Call back your power, cut the cords. It's interesting because these are cards that came out secondary. You talked about starting a fresh new. I feel like this card is almost resonating and confirming that for you, that things, as you come to that awareness and you almost say it to yourself, like you're like, well, I want to start new, I want to look for something. In setting that intention out there, you're speaking it into reality by saying, will I connect with someone new? It is like, I shall connect with someone new. I will connect with someone new. Your vibration is rising. What you feel, your thoughts are powerful. Your words are powerful. What you believe, what you dream, where you put your focus is where things are going to start to manifest. I also think, again, with this card coming out with protection, as well as freedom, forgiveness, and talent. Talent also feels like light. Your inner light is coming to the surface, and that is going to probably be important in attracting, or not attracting, or like attracting in, bringing in the love that is meant for you, the love that is destined for you. We also have this one, which is ascending the mountain, which is keep going forward. And this one came out too, stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. So I'm going to look at these cards together. I know. We also have heart guardian. Oh, love and let yourself. Oh, hi, Yar. How are you? I was going to just saying that to Bella. I was meaning to email the two of you. Oh, sure. Absolutely. I'll update the list. Actually, I'm going to close the free list after this. That's interesting because this particular deck, Bella, I hope you're well, AR. Merry Christmas. But this deck has a lot of different cards in them that are not necessarily all love related. And this one came out. So Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. So also you're asking about something new. So it seems like there's going to be some opportunities. They might be cloaked. They might not be obvious opportunities, but also allow yourself allow those strands, those energies, those frequencies of love to come towards you. And even the smallest of gestures, if someone does something for you, almost, I don't know, I'm getting this message, Bella, it's suddenly coming through very strong. Like say if someone does something even small for you, like gets you some tea, it's not necessarily that it's a romantic gesture, but accept it with the vibration of love. And somehow I'm feeling like Spirit saying something like, as you believe that you see love all around you, love will manifest itself, then others will see this way that you are able to accept love. Because a lot of us also have trouble receiving and accepting love in that higher sense because of the fact that we live on earth and all this type of stuff. So just like in little gestures is how you will find the practice towards love. We also wait for important information, oracle. I think, again, this goes back to these other energies that your information will come to you. Never feel that you have to make a decision about if you're feeling connections about people and love and relationships. Don't feel like, like make your decisions, feel what you feel in a way that you're comfortable with it. Never feel like if there might be a situation where you feel like you're being pushed into something, meaning maybe someone tells you, they want to arrange you on a blind date, or someone asks you and you're not sure, take your time with things. With these two cards, hold on, let me just focus for a second. I was getting a lot of intuitive downloads earlier this week. So sometimes it's not as easy for me in the live stream to connect to them, but I want to try and do that. Yeah, this is interesting. You are strong beyond measure. the image here is even a little bit similar to the Hermit, but I can't remember if you have Virgo in your placements, but you can do this. You've got this. This again, it's interesting with this talent and freedom card here. Like we're asking about love and stuff, but you know, there's also work, your who you are in your family, like where you stand with your whoever, your extended family, your immediate family, your friends. You know, you're kind people, you know, you probably care about people and things like that. Like it's not that people take advantage of you, but it's almost like you're going to be able to shine in the way that you need to shine, where you're your whole self. And you've gotten through so much in these past 2 years, and you should like acknowledge that almost. And maybe in acknowledging that, something will also come. Maybe something will come of new love through acknowledging your own strength. And this is also similar, stepping into power and ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. This also seems that it's probably not going to be a straightforward path necessarily, unfortunately, like in love. I mean, not that it ever is. I mean, it's not like we all live in Hallmark movies. I don't know if you guys get those overseas, but you know, it's not like we're just sitting at the bus stop and our soulmate shows up. But so it's not that it's going to be challenging, but unfortunately it's not as easy as just showing up at our doors. So this is something like, it's an interesting in both of these images here, you know, love will come to you, but you also have to meet it. So it's not, you know, it will come to you, but you will also have to look for it, so to speak. But you don't have to you don't have to search for it, meaning it's not a journey that's unfounded, or that you have no idea. You're not blind in this. You have this light, you have the light of your heart, you have the light of your ancestors, and your own abilities, and the newfound kind of freedom of your heart space that you have. And following that is going to show you the way, but keep going. So don't give up. If you face like, it's like stepping into power, like maybe you're going to have to take a lot of little steps in love to find that bigger love that's coming. Love and liberty. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot off that. This is the general. This is actually a very beautiful general energy. It's feeling also very like embraced, like you are surrounded here. Okay, let's see. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. One more thing. I'm going to try one more thing. Oh, do you know your Mars placement? Okay, interesting. Okay, so I can't remember your Mars placement. 6th house. There will be, yes. Okay, so there's going to be healing in you know, any of the pains that you've been carrying with you in love. Again, that's interesting because we have forgiveness here and we have Chiron here. So your current situation and your past situations in love, whether it's current with the person on your mind now or even in the far past, all of these are coming to some kind of culmination. This is why this is important, is this is somehow giving you the stepping stones that you need moving forward. So don't disregard lessons or feelings or insights you've had from past relationships. Somehow that was going to be part of your ability to see and find that new love and allow that person to be attracted and find their way to you. By accepting that those things that you have learned along the way. Also your ability to, like, maybe you've also found a better way, not better, you've evolved your own ability to what do you call it? It's like you're able to meter your own compassion better. So sometimes, you know, when we give and we're good at taking care of others and supporting others, you know, sometimes we can, it's not that we overgive, but we do it in a way that our boundaries aren't compatible. But somehow this is coming more into balance for you. If you know your Mars placement, if not, I'll try and find it. This will be important. You can read about what's your placement in Mars, and that will help distinguish what will help drive you in your love journey. I'll check if I have that for you and let you know. I'm feeling this really strongly because I've just been reading about this, and I did this for someone in a private reading the other day, and this came through here. But keep going again, strength, fighting spirit. This is the year. If you set the intention that you are, you want to move towards family, you want to move towards finding your person, you have the drive, figure, and set your aim, and don't stop. Keep going for it. And I'm going to pull tarot. Which card? Let's use this one. So it's like Spirit's giving you lots of messages about okay, okay, let's do this, Bella. Okay, let's do this. And they're generic in the sense that they're not telling us who it is. Is it someone from your past? Is it someone new? Oh, your Mars has Virgo in it. Okay. Oh, interesting. Hold on, one second. Let me just focus on something. Mutable Earth. That's an interesting placement. The little things, the details. So, yeah, so make sure you are getting, make sure that you feel satisfied, speak, let it be known, speak up for the things you want, even in your work relationships or any kind of relationships, family, parents, love, sometimes, other people, even though we might feel that, we have made it clear to someone else that they should understand kind of how to interact with us after, several months or years of even decades of knowing us. Sometimes, people have different placements, different personalities. So, communicate your needs, your expectations, the things you appreciate. Let someone know the things you appreciate and then see whether they can give that back to you, whether they can reflect that back to you. There's something like that. I'll check into this, that placement a little bit more, but it's the little things doing for you. You would do a lot for others. Okay, anyway, let me pull some tarot. Mars and Virgo, very interesting. There's something I want to say about that. I want to pull tarot right now, but I will try to remember what that is. Okay, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please give me a spread. This is all all these energies are Spirit very much okay, so oh, you want to do this? It's kind of okay, so you really want to learn how to scuba dive, or you really want to get to base camp? Okay, and then someone getting into the nitty gritty with you, telling you, the equipment you need, the kind of weather it will be, and that it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be amazing when you get there. This type of kind of energy is coming through. And reinforcing your strength, not doubting yourself. I don't feel like you doubt yourself, but I don't know if the energy is a little bit like that. I want to have this card out while I look. This card is very strong. I just heard also there's a reason why it's taken so long. I'm not really sure what that means. Hi, Miriam. I think actually I'm going to close the list here. You're welcome to wait. I have a couple of donations after this and some frees, but do come back another time if you're not able to wait. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, of Bella, for Bella, Bella's good. Okay, we're going to do a specific spread. I just asked Spirit if we should do a specific or general spread. Give me a specific spread about love and time. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella. Let's do a specific 6-card spread, and will Bella fight? Whoops. I just saw that her, yeah. Okay. Yes, this Mars and Virgo is going to matter. Sorry. So they're almost giving us specific instructions. So, Mars is important in interpersonal relationships, not just, physical energy, but also kind of the drive. So anyway, Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, give me a specific 6-card spread for Bella. The process for love is going to start in 2022. So let's just ask it that way, as opposed to like, is it going to? But yes, the process towards that person, towards the forever thing, is certainly starting, or or it's already started. I've just heard it's already on its way. Okay, so you are going through a transformation. Okay, too many cards here. So we have this as the current energy here. So you have recognized this, you know this, you feel this, you yourself are sensing your transformation. It's in play. This is the current energy. And Spirit notes that too, also about matters of the heart, and it's supporting you in that journey. Wait 1 second. I'm just tuning into the cards in light of the other ones. Sorry. That's only why I'm laughing. Okay, so Bella, sorry. So, obviously the feelings there are still feelings on your mind of other people, like in this particular spread, in terms of some of the challenges or the blockages, is the fact that, yeah, it's so funny. That's so funny. That's why I laughed. See, and that's exactly what you're saying too. Yes. So, and in this particular spread, Bella, in this particular spread, this is kind of like I won't call it the blockage, but it's kind of like the thing that needs to be released, or the challenge here. So, I mean, technically, Six of Cups is not technically Cancerian energy as per the Rider-Waite method of, whatever, it doesn't matter, because it's going to be 2, 3, 4 is cardinal. So it'll be, technically this is Scorpio, but nonetheless, it's a water energy. But as I'm reading this, yes, I feel that it's more about the past and your feelings and your nostalgia about the past. Because listen, the Cancerian is a soulmate. Remember, we have multiple soulmates. This Cancerian is a soulmate, but he might not be the soulmate for you in this lifetime, right? So the thing is that is a bit of an energy blockage, so to speak, in the current question you're asking, in terms of what will happen new for me. So, and that's kind of like that step about freedom and forgiveness. So that's part of your journey. It's not about like dismissing him or like releasing him fully, but we do see a transformation, and we do see this present or past soulmate energy there. So to welcome in something new that Spirit wants you to go on a path on will require maybe putting him to the side. That doesn't mean that maybe this doesn't come back around, but yes, that is there. It's funny, I'm like getting into let me just see this best approach. So your balance, your natural nature to want to make sure things are done right, that things are fair, your fundamental belief in justice, in not cutting corners. This is actually your strength. So, and we saw that in talent and some other card that came here. Like the more you resonate with your truest self. So you don't need to become someone, you're not evolving. You've always been who you are supposed to be. Spirit wants you to kind of know that. And that, as that starts to bloom more and feel more comfortable blooming in different environments, is kind of like your strength and all this. It's the personality that's going to help you stand out to a potential new love interest, your ability to give and take, your ability to be charitable, your ability to to both give and receive love, to take care of people, to be generous with your time and your emotions, is going to attract the right person. So, but in a healthy way. you will have to, there will be a need to take chances, and sometimes those chances to find this new person or to allow this new person to come to you. So there's going to be sometimes you might have to take little risks, like maybe you'll go to an event. I mean, right now, hopefully as things get better next year, you'll go to an event and you might not want to go, or, like you're saying, you might feel anxious about going to a party, but there'll be little risks, there'll be little wins, and there'll be little, not failures, there'll be little setbacks and there'll be little wins. Like, count them all. There's risk and reward and all this. Fortune is on your side. Fortune favors the bold. Roll the dice at times that you feel safe and healthy to do so. Like, if someone asks you to go, like, not you, but maybe your friends, and you talk about going away on a girls trip and you're not sure, but then you think, you're feeling positive about it. It's through these little efforts that it will potentially meeting the new person will come. Maybe it's something unexpected, and that unexpected, like out of your norm, it could be something as little as taking a different way home from work. It doesn't have to be like drastic, like going to Las Vegas, although I am getting a little bit of, I don't know why, Las Vegas environment. So it doesn't have to be Las Vegas, but maybe something of an environment of fun and revelry or something like that. So somewhere where you're feeling relaxed, I think more is the energy that they're trying to give us. Anyway, I'm just going to speak to this one. Let me just clarify this one. Spirit guides, thank you for best. Okay, so these two cards are connected. So there's still a little bit of work to be done with, your ideas about love, your ideas about the Cancerian or potentially other people, other energies in your life in the past, if there has been before that. But by delving into your subconscious, by like trying to get in touch with your intuition and your instinct, you will be able to really see those things that are not holding you back, but those things that need to be resolved so you can have that transformation to a new pathway. Sometimes the things, in like neuroscience, they say that the things we think, like our neural pathways get stronger the more we think about them. And so it's like there's all this, EFT meditation, other things we can do, because we often think about a person or a situation or something over and over again, and then it just makes that feedback stronger and stronger. So there's something about, it's not about letting people go or not keeping them in your life, but it's something about understanding the difference between our instinctual attachment to someone versus really their effort, or not effort, their place in the 3D version of our lives, so to speak. Give me one more on this package. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so there's going to be some realizations about pain and, like, not pain, about moments that have caused you sadness in the past, in your past relationships with the Cancerian or with other people, or even in your family, and your ideas about love and relationships, what's been told to you as a story about how you would find the person, how you would get married, something, those need to be worked through. But I don't see this as like aggressive or like some toxic release of things. It's almost just like being like brave enough to, like, just, try out, like, step into that other room that you haven't wanted to step into. It's maybe one you're familiar with. It's a room, I'm speaking figuratively here, a room that maybe you go into occasionally, you entertain thoughts and you come back, but really going into that room, redecorating it, and like just saying, okay, well, this is what it is. We're in 2022 and these are the things I need to do. Or I'm not getting rid of any of these things or people or energies, but there needs to be like, I need to come in with an external force and energy to clear that which still weighs on my heart. Okay, so I'm going to clear. Let me just get this for potential outcome. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. There's going to be, again, with this ascending the mountain and stepping into your power, your path to this new person or to a new love is, again, it's not going to be straightforward there, but okay, so there's two messages here for you, Bella. The path might not be straightforward. Like I said, it's not just going to fall in your lap. I was going to say in our laps. It's not going to fall in your lap, but two things. So one is that, like we were talking about, taking spirits guiding you here to take risks, take, risk reward, little measures, the efforts you put in will be returned to you. But also, and also don't be afraid to, push for what you want. If you're interested in someone, or if you force yourself to go on a date or something like that, you should go ahead and do it. However, it's also saying that you will also recognize this person a little bit, or you'll recognize a situation that's good for you, for the person that's coming, because it's going to be one where it doesn't feel like you're fighting. It doesn't feel like you're having to, be confused about what to do, what to say. And not that you're confused, but confused because you're not sure what this person's intentions are, or the circumstances are confusing. Like, things will be clear. And when you know things are clear, this is also a sign of who Spirit wants to guide into your life. Just going to clarify this. Spirit guiding these ancestors. Three of Cups is also at the bottom. So yes, friends, joy through friends. There's something positive coming as well here. It's going to tell us about the potential direction of outcome. Okay, so I don't usually do this, but it could be someone technically, with fire energy, who presents themselves as with fire energy, someone confident, someone who's clear. That's the thing. It should be clear. So you'll know this person, you'll know that you're on the right path when you feel certain about it. So that doesn't mean you don't feel hesitant. It doesn't mean that you won't feel like, oh, I'm taking a bit of a risk. You might be, but you'll feel confident about the risk you're taking. That person themselves might demonstrate some of those qualities. They too will be clear in their intentions towards you. They're not going to be wishy-washy about it. They're going to know they like you. That doesn't mean that they're immediately going to necessarily, like you hear in the 1950s, fall in love with you in a week and get married, but they are going to, they're going to know that they have an interest in you, and you're going to know that about them, or the situation will afford that. But take it be balanced in your approach. Take it lightheartedly, a good balance between having serious intentions as well as being, kind of lighthearted about it. And also it'll be a type of love that doesn't take over your life. It's not one that's going to completely overwhelm you. It's going to be one where you'll still be able to focus on your work and your family and other things going on in the world, but yet at the same time, it's kind of going to be like a parallel path that's also strong, in spite of your other interests. It won't require all your energy and attention to make it work, not obsessed in a good kind of way. You get some advice here, but that's kind of what it's showing. So it's showing that there's still some work to be, not work, but there's still some, oops, I'm trying to pull a different deck here. There's still certain experiences that you've had right now, is kind of Bella's what it's saying, is that are still in the mix. But it's part of the plan. So whatever happened with the Cancerian is part of the plan. And it's also not saying that they're completely out of the picture, but it is also pointing you towards someone new. It's a part of your experience, And there is something coming in as this transforms, as this energy, as you capture energy, and you kind of step into your talents. It could even be it could have to do with work, meaning, something of an interest of yours, or if you were to ever go somewhere from work, if you were to go on a business trip, or you were to explore a different work opportunity, or just even a different interest, somewhere where you shine, somewhere where your abilities, it could be your volunteer, something where your personality is coming through. That's where you could also meet this new person, or that's the path that Spirit wants you to go on to direct you towards this person. Maybe there's something about the new person. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. I gotta watch the time. Sorry. Oh no. I was just asking, can you give us something about the new person? Says release your ex. I look at this more as this energy. The time has come to clear energy. I think that's just about, putting things away in the right bins, cleaning up, just kind of cleaning up your room, cleaning up your house, that kind of thing. Your energy needs a rehaul. But that's kind of the question you asked too, isn't it? You kind of are rehauling your energy. Playfulness. So yes, this is, again, I was feeling, this is going to be a lighthearted connection as you come into a lighter energy where you're not held back by things that happened or didn't happen, you know, things that didn't come to realization. And as you kind of see the world in a more playful manner, as you see, you know, it's like the, you know, smelling the roses, that type of thing. The person is going to come towards you. Also, you deserve love. You are lovable. This is similar to that in the Mars card. There's a person with the, and we have wedding at the bottom of the deck, which kind of connects back to the family here. So Spirit is like, I'm not like, we're not there yet, but I'm giving you like the bookend saying there's wedding and family in the cards for you, Bella. So set your sights, like aim, like you go in the direction that you're aiming towards, right? So you have to aim in the right direction. Okay, let me get you some advice, short-term advice. Yeah, so hi to whoever's new, but I'm probably closing the new list. Of Bella, for Bella Spirit, can you give us some advice for Bella in the short term? Is there any advice for Bella? Thank you, Star. I thought you were sleeping, Star. Here, guys. It's too many. Okay. Okay, so for advice, we have. So for advice, we have, again, the Virgo. This, and you said Virgo. It's interesting. And that other card's Virgo, and your Mars is in Virgo. Okay. A time to give rather than take, new moon and Virgo. But Virgo is kind of all about that. This is also kind of lining up with this card. Just be yourself. Do what you feel naturally like is yourself. That's going to attract this person in, this person who's meant for you. I wouldn't take this literally as give rather than take. The point is, it's just about the whole process, you know, as you see in this card, the whole process of being able to receive as much as it is to give. There's something in that flow of that eternity, which also shows up in this card. There's a good rhythm and pattern. Oh, that might also be something, a good rhythm. As you start to feel like you fall into a rhythm is also when the person might come towards you. We also have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So it could be in January. So in January or so January or March into early April, that you find there'll be opportunities for you to take like little, and actually also in the summer in July, to take little, you know, make actions towards something. So in those months in particular, if you feel like, you know, expressing your interest, even if in a mild way with someone, that might happen. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So it's places that is going to flow naturally. It's in situations where there's going to be the rhythm, and you're going to, when you feel those things, that's when that new person is coming towards you. It's also going to be someone who takes it along. You're not going to have to do all the work here. At the bottom of the deck, we also have attend to the details, which is last quarter moon in Virgo. If you want to, you should look up Mars and Virgo placement and consider the issue about the drive, like what drives you, what inspires you, which is what your Mars placements can do. That will be important as well for you in this, and leave the past behind is behind there. So attend to the details and leave the past behind. So like kind of tying up loose ends is almost what's there, which is kind of what you're already doing with this question. So I'm very proud of you for that. It's hard to do. But yeah, so that's what we had for you. So it looks like something is coming. Spirit is guiding you towards some path, some new path of that Spirit has wanted you to take for some time. It's going to involve transforming and transmuting the energy around situation that you've given a lot to, that you've carried with you because of your, you know, like because of your kindness and your compassion. And somehow these are going to get transformed into, it's all part of the plan. I keep hearing that it's all part of the plan. So if there's like things you've remembered from childhood or stories or like something you've believed in or certain signs that mean something important to you, these might be things that are like return to those, revisit those. You might find some new meaning in them again, is what I'm kind of hearing. Where's this card? Oh, I didn't even use the happy deck. Yes, and do what feels right, where you don't feel pushed. So I'm looking at these cards as they're going away and they're all still connecting to me. You're protected. So yeah, okay. So don't ever feel reticent. Don't feel pushed, but don't feel reticent. It's all kind of about some kind of balance as well. This person will be confident. They'll present potentially like a fire sign. It doesn't mean that they have to have fire in their chart, but there's going to be there's going to be a certainty about the situation and the person. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Bella. Let me just update the list. You can let me know if there was just anything else you needed clarification on. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you, too. Thank you. Sorry, I droned on a little bit there, but there was some stuff coming out. Oops. Are you doing anything for Christmas special? I had like a long Christmas Eve, so then I thought I'd come on. So hopefully something there. Let me just update the list, guys. So hopefully something there resonated for you, Bella. I hope it did. The messages seemed very synchronized, so I'm feeling kind of positive about that. Certainly look up your. Yes, absolutely. I was thinking about about the card from, but I didn't want to anything. Hi to anyone who's coming in new. I'm actually going to shut down the new list. Let me let the deck go with the messages. Where's the mess? Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's get this one. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Bella for Bella's guys. This deck was really calling out to me too in the new reading. Here's the messages for Bella. I'm also sensing that, you and this Cancerian are going to speak again. I think you or him wants to kind of reach out to each other over the holidays and say something maybe. Okay, so what we have here is this one. You made me see a side of me that I've grown to hate. I wasn't ready for what you were offering. I'm lost in this world without you. It gets lonely. At the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is I'm afraid it's too late to turn around and make it right. I think they're aware of the things that they've done that, weren't the best for you, is what I'm getting a little bit. So, but I feel like they ignore that more than necessarily acknowledging it. This one I think is very strong. I wasn't ready for what you were offering, which is just, they just weren't, like, as the card says, they weren't able to accept. And that kind of goes back to your previous reading about that give and take. There's going to be a better give and take between the person who is meant for you, whether that's because the Cancerian matures into that energy or whether it's someone else. There has to be a good back and forth where people, where it's not one-sided of sorts. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I understand. I mean, I mean that feeling. It could be that there's just so much going on. It could be something going on with a family member as well, potentially. You could reach out to if you wanted. The last one here is I am lost in this world without you. It gets lonely, which we saw. You're on their mind. You're on their mind. So this one came out. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You'll be surprised where it leads. it's not even more, it's not about like giving up control. It's more about just allowing yourself to go with the flow. This was also came out in the other card spread for the environment, about kind of taking little risks and like fortune favors the bold, that kind of thing. So try to see if you can see the shifting cycle. So even for something like this person not wishing you like Merry Christmas right now, like just, you know, just see it as it is for now, and maybe it means that something else will come of it. Maybe they'll wish you something else, like a happy new year or something like that. But yes, but don't focus on the fact that he hasn't reached out. There's always a reason for these types of things. Spirit has some purpose here. So and it's probably has nothing to do with you. It just has to do with him and his issues. Okay, I'm going to update this list and close this list. So thank you, Bella. Thank you so much for dropping by. Okay, Stara told me I could read later for her. Thank you, Stara. Appreciate that. Okay. Yes, you too. You too. Have a. I'll try and come on again, but previous done. And I know I don't even know if AR is still here. Maybe AR is gone to bed. But you're awesome too. You're all awesome. Okay, okay, so to anyone who came in when we were at Priyanka, let me just, I gotta close this list because I know Bella. Closed. Sorry guys, I'm just updating stuff. Oh, you're sorry. Thanks, AR. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out. So, is Jano, Sheila, or Shivi still here? I see some of the new people here. Oh, and Alpha. I meant to add Alpha. Okay. I just want to go back and just make sure for the people that I said, you know, and if I know there was someone else who said, oh, Shivi was there. Okay. Alpha. Is that Alpha? Some people came, some people left. No problem. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, oh, okay, hi Valentina, hi everyone who's come in. So I'm just bringing up the list at where it was. So I also have, so they are donated. So I'm going to read for AR. So those who came in after number. Okay, so I'm going to read for AR now, guys, first. But however, before I do that, Jano or C-Love or Shivi, if you want to drop your just 2-card pull, I'll do that. And then I'm going to read for AR. So AR, if you want to write your question while I just pull for them. But you guys have to drop your questions quick before I do that. And if someone, for those of you who came in after Priyanka, I know like Valentina, hi, thank you, Nina. I will certainly pull cards for you before I sign off. Okay, guys, you got 2 minutes before I start reading for AR. So Jay, thank you. So Jano or C-Love or Shivi. Oh, and Luna's mom as well. Thank you for those of you who have waited. So Sarah and I be together next Christmas, not dating. It's spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jano. So I don't really have So Jane, I don't know why, but your horoscope signs matter. So you might want to look up, I'm just feeling that for you. So you might want to look that up about you and Kara, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Jano for Jano's highest good. Please give us a message about will they read it. Yes, I think so. So as it stands, so that's really far out. Tarot is probably a little bit better for shorter time scales because we all have free will. So next Christmas is a long time away. Thank you, Sarah. But we have here with the wheel and the page of cups, there's certainly potential for the two of you to grow your connection in a romantic sense, Jano, between you and Kira. Absolutely. That's very strong. Yes, I've also asked for like this is my positive Christmas deck. So yes. And you have the ability to guide that a little bit, Jano, is what the cards are saying. Okay, thank you, Princess. So meaning your actions will do that. So Jano, come back again next time. Thank you for dropping by. When I have a longer read, I'll be able to pull a few more cards on the free. Yes, no, that was very strong and positive. Those cards flew out. So you're in control here. Okay. So, okay, thank you to those who added 7. I'll update the list and close it. Thank you, AR. Okay, so Shivi, I'm going to read for AR first, and then I'm just going to get back to the free list after I'm done for her. Yes, it's your turn on the free list, but I'm going to be reading for AR first, which he donated. All these funny feelings. Okay, so for those who, just let me update this 7 thing. List closed. I know the order might not be right for those who came in and just wrote 7, so just we won't worry about that too much. I was gonna email you, AR. I was gonna email you. I had this long Christmas Eve day, and then I don't know. I know people are sometimes sad around Christmas, so I wanted to. Might be spelling names wrong here. I wanted to come on for a little bit. I'm so happy to be able to connect with you. But I did have an email that I wanted to send you. Princess. Okay. Princess, how are things in the island life? Sorry, I'm just updating the list, guys. Valentina in RTs here. Okay, so and that Valentina, Nina, Princess, that order might not be right. We'll figure that out later. Don't worry about it. But I'm going to read for AR now, and then I'll get back to the free list, and then I'm going to close this live out. Okay. Yes, check on what's going on with David. He had a nice dream about him, and then realized. Oh wow, and that's your moon too, isn't it? That's because it was full moon in Gemini. It was a full moon in Gemini. We had some storms. Yes, I remember when it was on the news with that. Okay, so let's focus. Thank you, Star, again. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors of AR, the Gemini for yours. Highest good. What does she need to know about David during Christmas? During the special time of year, during Yule tide, when spirits are aligned. Okay. So is it like kind of like what's going on with him? Like, did you manifest during the full? Sorry. Is it? Why am I getting this message? Sorry, I'm getting what's going on with him in his life, or what's going on respective to you. Now, why am I asking that question? It must be because both are relevant. Or I'm just talking to myself between the messages as well. So what is going on? Okay, so let's do. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. Okay. So in his life, yeah, no, I know it's interesting. So I'm wondering why I'm feeling that. I want to pull just one card, therefore, just because I asked that. If there's just kind of like what's going on in David's spirit, like in his ancestors, like AR, the Gemini. What is going on with the person on the mind? The Leo. What is going on with the Leo in his life in general? What is his focus on right now? What is he focused on right now? Get back in his ancestors. What does she need to know about what? Well, that was crazy. Yeah, so anyway, so I just wanted to ask quickly what's going on in his life. Oh, I didn't watch the time here. Yeah. He's trying to, he might be trying, like maybe his focus is on something, maybe, which is why I just felt that like he might be trying to start a new cycle or a new phase, projects, moving, travel. I'm not sure, like something like he's just been, maybe it's just, normal end of year energy kind of thing. But I think he's been encountering some like minor setbacks or things he perceives to be setbacks. And that's why his energy is a little occluded with like, how does he get the things he wants to get? But that might just be like end of year energy, like new year coming. I'm also getting slightly that like, even though like things, external things might not affect him very much, that maybe like all the stuff going on, like what am I trying to say? Like something like, although he's been fine, obviously there's so much going on in this world, in the world right now in terms of, like external circumstances, that's been fine for him in his life. Like it hasn't really affected him, but maybe it is affecting him a little now. Like maybe he's just worried about it. Maybe he's thinking about it. Maybe he's tired of it. I'm not really sure, but anyway, something's on his mind. Okay, let's do this. Let's do which deck shall we use? Okay, thank you. Where'd that deck go? Oh, thank you. You like this deck, don't you? Okay, Spirit Guides and Ancestors of AR for ARs. Hi is good. Okay, Cheryl. Yeah, I called for you way long time ago, Cheryl, but you weren't here at the time when I called for you. But I'll certainly pull you a card before I sign off. Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of AR. Just on a donation right now. Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors of AR, the Gemini. The Gemini AR had a potent dream. I don't know if I'm hearing that. Had a good, positive in the dream space about her Leo. She would like, oh, you like, okay, good. Okay, yeah, so it could be your energy too. I mean, obviously it's getting us all down. I mean, that's a silly thing to say, but yeah, it feels stronger. Like maybe for someone who's been, some people have been handling it better than others. So maybe you're both kind of connected. How is okay, they want, okay, I'm gonna do a different spread here. Okay, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors. Her is mutual power. Whoa, okay. I'm not sure which order this was to be in. It's interesting that I said I didn't know which order this was to be in. And then this is a different spread actually. Oh, my deck's reversed, sorry. Okay, this deck is connecting to you. I can feel that. Interesting. It's weird. This is this new spread I started using from this other reader. Anyway, okay. Spirit Guides, Angels. I'm the type of reader who likes to remember the decks that people prefer. I don't want to say that. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please help me tune into the energy of these cards. Thank you. Okay. So I'm going to come back to this for a second. So he's a little, so he might, so there's still an energetic connection between you two. But there's a bit of blockage on his side for that. Let's see that block. He's like working really hard to, I shouldn't say working very hard, but he's, like, you know, okay, so I get a little though that he tries not to think about you, but why I'm saying he tries not to think about you, which means he does think about you. So if someone's actively, you know, trying to push the hair away from their face, their bangs in their face, right? Like it's because your bangs keep falling on your forehead and your eyes, so you keep trying to push them away. So, but let me just clarify why. Not in a bad way, not like, it could be simply like he's distracted, he's trying to focus. So that means that you're still in his mind. But why is he trying to do this, spirit guides and ancestors? Why is he trying to do that? These are current energies, again, very much I'm feeling, because he, although he seems kind of set in his ways, he's kind of, something's going on with him. Okay. Okay. So even though I think this person is like convinced, or not convinced, let me, hold on. Let me just tune into these cards. Have you contacted him again? Okay, so yeah, you guys are mirroring each other then. I just got that he, I think, I don't know if he was like, it's all, okay, this is why I'm asking. Oh yeah, okay, so that could, that could be both of you. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on, let me, that's interesting you're saying that, because those first three cards that came out, there's a certain order they're supposed to go in, and the way they came out, it didn't come back. Okay. Your guys is, and the fact that I can't really separate you and him means that your energies are kind of connected. It's obviously strongly energetically. I just got this like glimpse of something here, which is kind of like that. It's almost like he, what is it that I want to say? He thought. So it's not that he thought you were gonna like reach out to him again. Oh, okay, yeah, that the Thanksgiving. But it's almost like he thought you were gonna reach out to him again at Christmas or the New Year or something, and like he's wondering if you will or you won't. But he's doing it in this very neutral, like pragmatic way. He's like, oh, I wonder if she's gonna reach out to me. There's a little bit of ego in that. And then it's almost like if you don't reach out to him, it's almost like he'll tell himself, well, I don't need to hear from AR. But then if you don't reach out to him at New Year's, like he'll be like, oh, she didn't reach out to me. I don't know. It's a weird energy. Let me not focus too much on that though, because that's like more his stuff. Yes. Well, yeah. I remember that one. I remember I was getting a feeling of right now. Like I was seeing December, like I was seeing the calendar in my third eye, like of December. Like it's almost like he's just like receiving communication from you and choosing, like he's just like, oh, I bet she's gonna reach out again or something, but she's not. But won't she? But oh, it doesn't matter to me if she doesn't, but she didn't, or something like that. Yeah, it's like a weird thing. And it's not full, it's not like emotional turmoil over it, but at the same time it's like bringing energy in. Okay. So he does think about you there. Like this is like kind of a little bit energetically his energy towards you. So he thinks of you. You know, he remembers stuff about you. They're like, even, you know, oh my God. Sorry, I just got this air. It's so specific. Sorry. Like, you know, if he has other energies around him as well, like whether it's his friends or other potential, whatever, dating energies or whatever, there might be times where he will be reminded of something that has to do with you or an experience with you or something, but then he like thinks, oh, well, I don't know if I should mention this. Like, so sometimes you come to mind, but then he chooses not to say it to the people around him, kind of thing. Because like, I don't know, it's like, it's interesting. So he like holds it back or something. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some mirroring going on. Interesting. There's a desire to be, at the very least, be friendly again with each other. I'm seeing like that. There's certainly a desire to do that. These are all energetic things, though. So let me just see a little bit more because we're talking about action. So, oh God, my computer stopped. It's good. Oh, good. Don't die. One second. I'm just gonna make sure I have my charge here. Okay. It's telling me it's okay. Okay. Okay, so action. So right now the thing is, it doesn't look like, even though there's like an energetic placement and framework for communication, there's a struggle to have that manifest. Like, I'm not reading this reversal in its kind of in its classical sense, but there's a struggle to communicate in the way that either you guys want to or need to, as far as current energies go. In this current moment, things could change though. Present. Yeah, there's still quietness here between the two of you. They're still trying to understand how you both relate to each other in the current energies. He recognizes the break though. So he does see, so he remembers this as a, he acknowledges this as a profound connection in his current history that had an effect on him. Yet I don't think he's done all the work to process it, because he's convinced himself he's released it. But because he hasn't processed it, he hasn't really released it, which is what just leaves him in a little bit of like limbo energy. So it's hard to take act. So it's hard, like, to like, his energy can't clearly tell us what his action is because he doesn't know what his actions are himself. Ugh. Yeah, no, and there is a connection there. And sometimes, like, letting some, like, in the short term, even like, not having someone occupy your thoughts doesn't mean like that there's not a connection there. And also doesn't mean you have to let that person go per se. But yeah, they do want to work things out with you. You know what? I'm also getting that they're aware. I've gotten this for you before and I'm getting it right now today. They're aware that this third part, like that this other person, their travels or whoever they told you in the past that they met, they are aware that that somehow affected the momentum of your guys' connection. This means to me that they are reflecting on it. So maybe as things are, unfolding in his own life or unfolding in his connection with somebody else or other people or other energies or whatever he's entertaining, his own life, his desires for his own like marriage or whatever he's thinking about. He often thinks about his own life. He is reflecting a little bit more. I feel like he's never really done the work to think about what happened between you and him. That's for sure. I'm getting that, but it's like it's coming to the forefront. I think he thought he could just put it away, but it's coming up. It's facing him, even if he doesn't want to. Okay. Anyway, we want to know about actions. They still have feelings for you. They also think that they should have maybe worked harder on the connection with you. Interesting. I haven't felt those energies from him before, but nonetheless, this person is like not having any of it. Okay. The idea of not having any of it, meaning they're just not really wanting to do the inner shadow work around you and your connection, right? Yeah, and it's like he's aware of that now, but he doesn't really want to. He wants to like be like, oh yeah, that was a mistake, but not account for his responsibility in that. But it's coming up to face him somehow in his current connection. Anyway, I just said that. So spirit guides, just give me a clear message here. Okay, 1 second. I'm just gonna. Why does he spirit guides? he doesn't like the burden of thinking about what he should and shouldn't have done. So even if he's trying to think about some other thing, think about his own life, his work, new connections, other energies, like somehow he has to think about the things he didn't do right in your guys' connection, and then that burdens him. And because it's like a not a good memory for him, he pushes it away. But it's kind of like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, like, and therefore he's just trying to throw out all these memories, but he can't. But anyway, it's like this confusing mess. Ugh. Okay, sorry. It's almost like he's like trying to do shadow work without doing the shadow work. But let's see, spirit guides. Why is that here? They really want to limit this. They almost, like, it's almost in feeling some guilt towards the situation with you. Something in their life is bringing up some guilt towards the situation with you, and having that happen, when sometimes when some people feel guilty and they're not emotionally prepared to feel guilty, they kind of put it onto the other person. Like, meaning they'll be like, well, so they did this and this, and so it's kind of like they're trying to like source out their guilt a little bit. But anyway, let's see about what needs to happen here. Spirit guides. Hi, hey B. Actually, the lists are closed. I'm going to pull for a few of the free people on this. If you want to wait around, I'll be happy to pull a card for you, but certainly come back next time. Okay, let me just see. Okay, so this last line in the spread is interesting. I wasn't going to, anyway. I'm just kind of looking at going back to when you guys broke up versus now, like what triggered something? How did it? Well, actually, this could apply to something else, couldn't it, Spirit? Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Okay, let me just focus on these cards very quickly. They need to okay, so firstly, right now, I don't see major action coming towards you. I see the illusion of action dancing around his head. Oh, it's like that, like sugar plum, like what sugar fairy's dancing in your head. Sugar plum fairy, sorry. But it's not like, see, here we have like kind of night energy. Don't worry about the suits, right? But you have like these night energies, which are like classical, kind of more cards of action and support, bounded by this energy of more like kind of a inner resistance crystallized by some kind of opposition. So it's like they're not entertaining it. But the thing that they need to realize is that that this is up to them. They really need to learn to accept responsibility for things. And that doesn't mean making them out to be the bad guy. They need to understand that, like, and this also applies to something in their work life I'm getting to, and generally in their life, they have to like understand, be able to be mature enough to know what they do right and what they do wrong without blame or something. Anyway, we're not psychoanalyzing him. So spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please explain these two cards to me. Do I need clarifiers for them? What triggered you change your feelings, and how did they need to change? How do they need to change? They need to learn not to be stressed about the situation when they think about you. They need to be able to think about the past and handle the truth of what they did, what you did, everything. They need to take responsibility. Like, yeah, for what, that's what they, that's how they need to feel, but they're not feeling that. So here's the thing. They do want to talk to you, but they can't make their mind up about it in conjunction of all these cards together. They do want to speak to you. That whole, like, are we going to speak again? This is not like a good energy where we are right now, where, I'm not replying and stuff. And I've just been like, oh, we're all good and done. But they're confused in what to do here. Let me get a clarifier on that. Where's my little deck? Oh, here. Okay. What caused this? Something. They just felt like they didn't see a path forward with you for some reason. This is going back a little to why at some point they stopped putting the effort in. I mean, I do see for the first time the fact that other energies, external and like third-party energies, affected the connection in a way that he's admitting to in his energy. But he also felt like they just, couldn't see a path forward with you. there was a little bit of their past issues, like their previous to you, their previous exes, where they also didn't, it seems like they have a pattern of not always fully addressing the depths of their broken heart, so to speak. They just, there's so much energy of not wanting to admit their own wrongdoing and just looking, to deflecting, like you're saying. Let me just verify it. They're not comfortable with like kind of being compassionate to themselves and others around them, like meaning like they're a little uncomfortable with like acknowledging that they left a strong emotional connection. They don't want to think about it again. It's that pushing aside energy a little bit. Nostalgic though. Yeah, you're on their mind more. Interesting. They do miss you. They miss certain things that they might have been a little bit harsh, like where they feel that they might have been a little bit harsh with you about. But as soon as they think something like that, they like are like, nope, I'm not. Like, it's not that I'm perfect. They're like, nope, I like, oh my goodness. Okay, this is so weird. Yes, being vulnerable. I just heard this. Yes, vulnerability is a part of it. Absolutely, you're right. I don't know if you ever talked about it on the third person. I just heard, I was like David doesn't do that. Like David doesn't stand in the past or something. Like kind of in a funny way or something. It's like he like tries to like pull himself out of stuff. Anyway, okay. He just he wants to like push back, feeling emotional towards you. They don't want to, like, they're somehow pushing back the need to be loving towards you, like somehow being kind towards you, showing emotion towards you. Somehow they feel betrays something in some ideas they have about how they're supposed to be now or how things are supposed to go. About their they don't want to have, they're confused about, they're confused about the sentimentality that they're feeling towards the connection. Okay, so point is, you asked this question, and overall we have this. So it's like, no, I don't. This person. So David is reflecting more. There does seem to be an energy more of thinking about things, whether or not he's doing all the shadow work or not. Really, I mean, that's his business, not ours. But well, it is kind of your business. But action is on his mind. Blocking stuff is on his mind. Feeling confused is on his mind. All the stuff. But he's still reflecting. He's looking for answers. He's searching for answers. At this point, he might think he's searching for answers for himself, but I think the thing he doesn't realize is that he has to search for these answers in conjunction to you. And until he makes that breakthrough, so until he makes that breakthrough, there's not going to be able to be this transformation. Like he thinks, he's on to new things, and he's not. He still needs answers. I'm going to pull from this other deck too. 1 second. Hi to anyone coming in new. The lists are closed. I'm currently in a donation, but the free list is closed. Thank you for dropping by. Good guys, angels, and ancestors. What is David? It's funny you said that. I don't think he's trying to convince himself that like, like you both, like, like he's trying to find ways to not blame himself. And in part, he could try to blame you. He could try to blame the circumstances, whatever. He could blame all sorts of things, like, because he's not fully, like you said, the vulnerability, there's so many reasons why he's not, wanting to do that. I'm just trying to find this other deck without dropping the camera. It's my little psychology deck. Ancestors. But the fact that he's kind of doing that is also like, I haven't felt that as much from him in the past. Is there a reason that he can't take accountability? He's still okay. He's stuck. Like he can't properly entertain his past. Like he hasn't figured out how to properly, in a healthy way, acknowledge his past. His past hurts, like even past you, like, you know, to his younger days, like when he went, I don't know if he went to college or something, or I just got this image of like failures he felt he had in his university or college degree or his under or something he didn't become. Like he hasn't really, something about his past, where he should be, where he wants to be, like this type of stuff. He's developed some coping mechanisms that might not that work fine. It's not that they're bad coping mechanisms, but they're not going to help him achieve success. So even though they might not be toxic coping mechanisms, they're not ones that are going to help him achieve success. Oh, that's interesting. That just came through. So that's why I said I don't know if he, yeah, oh, vision, yeah. These little psych cards are always, they give me the tea. Yeah, so stuff like that bothers him when he thinks about relationships, about him not finishing college. Oh, and I think I've gotten that before, where he thinks like you're a little bit too smart or too good for him or something like that. So there's something about that. So something about like, maybe it started at that time. Him not finishing college has set a pattern in how he deals with his perception of failure. So what we have for you here is integrity. I'm trying to do the right thing, but it was kind of came out funny. Responsible. I need to start saving myself instead of everyone else. Freedom. I'm ready to break free. He has certain ideas about things. They're almost, I mean, he's a Leo. He has this fixed sign energy. Like he's just gotten certain ideas in his head. And until he really does like the hard work, and the thing is, what he doesn't understand is that his shadow work is not too bad. He's just so scared. Like he has such a hard time even wanting to break a little bit of his pride. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. There's some people, I be honest, I pull cards even for free and I get like crazy energies. I don't like, this person doesn't have a lot of intensely toxic stuff, but he's just so scared to face his own issues. You know, he struggles with this idea of like what he owes to himself versus what he owes to others, and facing his perception of his failures. Sometimes he just wishes he could just start all over again or something like that. In regards to everything, relationships, school, like everything. And it's funny, we have freedom here. I'm ready to break free. And I was at the bottom of the deck here too, the Fool kind of thing. But he knows he can't do that. He almost frustrates himself. He just needs to do shadow work. So what's interesting here, to just get to your question, is that you're part of this process of him finding a solution in his own life, and his ability to move forward just for his own sake involves understanding his connection with you. So perhaps he's kind of touched on that a little bit now. You know, he's kind of seeing that now, but where he goes with that will depend on him. Okay. He wants to be able to talk to you again. He wants to get to know each other. Like, meaning he wonders what's going on in your life. He wonders, because we have here, okay, but I'm reading these differently. Getting to know each other. I'm reading this here though as like curiosity about what's going on, which was that first energy before about what do you call, about like wanting to hear from you but not wanting to hear from you, or the waiting for divine timing. So this might be just specific to you, that there is, like, we have new love at the bottom of the deck. I think this has to do with the fact that I don't think your and David's story is over, but at the same time, it's going to manifest at a different time scale than maybe that will fit for you at this, like, let's say for tarot, at least in the next 3 months. But it really depends on him. He could supercharge forward based on his decisions in January or not. But that's kind of what we have. There's also some opportunities coming towards you separate from that, even though the connection that you have with him is strong and it has a purpose in both of your lives. Okay. Oh, Valentina, that I think I'm not gonna, I'll pull cards for you once I'm done here. There's like a bite-sized read. Yeah, I took that off there. Yeah, so, I think he needs to do some he needs to do some work, but there's other things coming towards you. I want to get you some advice cards 1 second. Yeah, it really depends on. Did you want message cards from him before I get the advice cards? Did you want message cards from us regarding his ancestors? Oh no, I mean you can donate. Of course, you can donate, Valentina, if you wanted to. But I'm saying I'm happy to pull you 2 cards once I'm done as well. There's a bite size where I just pull I answer not like what I'm doing right now for AR or Bella. We're like in-depth reads, so the minimum what was it? Doesn't matter. It's $555 for a bite size read. That's just a little mini taste. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Of course, you can donate if you want, but you don't have to. That's all I'm trying to say. Yes, we'll get message cards. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Yes, of course you can donate. People can always donate. Oops. Okay. Go to that later. Message cards. Oh, okay. They don't want me to do that. They're like, just get her the message cards. From here. Okay. Five angels, ancestors of AR for AR's highest good. What is David's higher self? David is processing a great deal of information. What would his higher self want to tell AR? What does his higher self at this point want to tell AR? Okay. Sorry, it's funny because you know how we were talking about him trying to convince himself of things? So we have, it feels like that to me, a little like this person. So he has here, it's starting with, I can't be with you. But why would someone say that to you? Like, you haven't asked him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be with you because that means he's thinking about, can he be with you? We don't share the same values. This is this kind of rationalization, like, well, these are the reasons I can't be with someone. But then we have, you didn't see my tears and I wish we could go back. So it's like, this is this kind of like slightly like trying to, entertain like the idea of what happened between you two, not really wanting to take full responsibility, trying to say, well, that's, I've washed my hands clean of that, but at the same time knowing very well that they haven't, because there's still pain here. And they're convincing themselves with this values thing, like they're trying to come up with reasons as to like why this didn't work out. Just if you guys like, I think the thing is that he needs to be, I'm sorry, I'm just getting this intuitively right now. This is so specific, AR. This must be for you. David needs to be challenged. I feel that he isn't challenged enough. This isn't even coming from me. This is like literally, this is coming through this person needs, they might not respond to that well. Maybe when they're challenged about things, their ideas about things, maybe they push those people away. But that's part of the issue that, they, like they're the main, like they're the head lion, like they're the, like in a loving way, they need to be challenged. And until they're open to receiving that challenge, they're never going to really find their own happiness. Yeah, like they're not going to find their own happiness until they're willing to understand that other people can be part of the process of their thinking, that they can they can still be themselves. Like he can still be David, he can be his own man, but he can also I don't know, something like that. I just got that. It went away. Okay, let's just take these cards. Okay. Yeah, and like I think he gets a little stuck in things, or I don't know if I'm feeling that. I'm just sensing some personality like that. So we have, I need more time to heal and love myself. This is this realization that's coming that was also with that hermit energy. I get scared, if I'm being honest with you. Yeah, this is this thing about being challenged. Like he doesn't, like he needs to explore parts of himself that he's just not ready to do that because he hasn't felt safe to do that. That's why it's not, it might not even be a pride thing. It just might be a safe thing. Maybe this break is for a good reason. Maybe this time apart will help us come back together. Oh, that's interesting. That has to kind of do again with this realization. And I'm really sorry about everything. Yeah, these are certainly cards of like kind of slowly realizing things, like acknowledging things. Yeah. He's aware of his healing. He's aware that he actually you kind of hit the nail on the head when you said the word vulnerable, isn't that? Vulnerable is like the right word about being challenged. Like it's not about being challenged, it's about feeling safe enough to be vulnerable. Yeah, you were right about that. Yeah, this is about him being like almost someone challenging him to be vulnerable. So interesting. And letting him know that he has permission to go back, that you can go back to things, that there are ways to fix things, that people can mend and fix things. You know, it's not like a one and done or something like that. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. So you're waiting. So there is a realization, but there's still a huge push and pull though. But okay, so what we have here for your advice, we have assess the situation, first quarter moon in Virgo. We also have let your fears dissolve, full moon Cancerian. Reflect on your priorities, last quarter moon in Aquarius, and new moon in Aries, go for it. So this is like your advice. So continue to like see the situation for what it is, where he's at this point in his life, like how much, you know, you're, how much you can really do as from the outside or not. Um, yeah, think about the positive. Like you said, you're manifesting. So I think, yeah, it's just focus on the positive, like bring it into existence. Like you said, you're focused on work, you're reflecting on your own priorities in your own life. And in as you activate your soul to a higher level, this person, you know, if David is meant to come back to you, if spirit wants that for you guys, then you will reconnect in that way. But obviously go for any chances you see, anything, opportunities that come towards you regarding him or in love in general, to take that leap with that cardinal energy, fire energy, and go for it. Yeah, so that's what we have for you. Yeah, that is interesting. That is a very different vibe than some of his other ones. But I'm just wondering, is he going to, like, is he going to, is he going to do that? Will he take the leap? Like, will he push through? I think it's probably going to be a bit of a zigzag with him for a while, where he's going to try and then he's going to pull back and he's going to try and he's going to pull back. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me with your energy and letting me read for you. I'm happy that we saw a shift a little bit in his energy. Hopefully this new year brings him some insights and stuff. Yeah, and I think you were right. So with that vulnerable thing, so yeah, keep manifesting and see what happens. Okay, so let me finish. Thank you guys. So I'm going to finish off the free card pulls because, oh my God, it's late. I just meant to, I have to wake up early for Christmas. Thank you. Yes, Merry Christmas to you too. Happy Yule. Yes, I'll email you as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you, AR. Thank you. Okay, let me make sure I have enough charge on my computer. Okay, let's just clear the energies for the remaining from spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Thank you, Luna. Thank you for waiting so long. I feel bad too that those of you had to wait so long. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, everyone joining us on stream today that I'll be pulling cards. Okay, take care. Have fun. I don't. Do you have Christmas trees there? It's palm trees. Palm trees. Christmas trees come from the Germanic tradition of the Yule. Okay, let me quickly go back up to the list and see. Oh, Queen! Sorry, my God, Queen! I never even saw you here. I'm sorry, I missed you. I missed your messages. I'm sorry that I missed you, Queen. Okay. I don't know if you're still here. Okay, so I'm making sure I have enough charge. Holy crap, it's late. Okay. So it was Sheila and Luna's mom. If you guys want to drop your questions. Night. Good night, everyone. Oh, you get them shipped in. Oh, is it my chance? Yeah. There's a Christmas tree shortage. See, now I'm starting to sound a little loopy. The spirit guides, please let me this is finish off these reads. Okay, so guys, remember for the free reads, just because you guys saw the more of the in-depth reads, the free reads are just a bit shorter. That's whatever messages spirit can give me in a couple of cards. I still try to focus my energies to see if I can pull intuitive messages off, just so you guys know. I am going to try and come on more often. So once you subscribed, I take note of that, and then I can, of course, in a future live stream, you can come back to that. Okay. Spirit guides and his ancestors. Does Priyanshu like? Okay, spirit guides. What does Shivi need to know of the person she's asking about in terms of his feelings? What does Shivi? Okay. Spirit giving me difficult 2-card reads. Spirit, sorry, Shivi. Okay, so this is for Shivi. There seems to be some issues here. There's some, I don't know the nature of your connection with, sorry, I can't pronounce this person's name right, Priyanshu. There is feelings here, but there is some other, there's some other issues here that affect a proper communication of and a proper expression of coming forward. So although this person might like you or have feelings for you, they are stuck, they are unable, they have some self-limiting beliefs or fears about you or themselves or the connection that are holding them back for this. This is current energy, so this can always change. They might need to have some healing in their own life, but something's not fully right in their lives, or they perceive that to be in the connection. So until that's resolved, we don't see that. And spirit's kind of guiding you not to focus too much on this in the moment. Like once this person is there healthy enough for you, it'll happen. Okay. Those were the cards that came out, Shivi. I'm sorry. But there was that first card was Knight of Cups. So I just read the cards as they are. I don't really try to anyway, but so there are feelings there. The Knight of Cups was positive in that sense, but come back again. Current energies change all the time. That's the one thing I know. Current energies change constantly, especially given that other energy, which was like technically the devil that came out for your person. Those are not energies that someone can sit there for a long time. Anyway, okay. Luna's mom, thank you. Will my one true love and I, Jason the Taurus, and me, Virgo, get together again after all these years? Oh, that's a nice question. Please let this computer keep going. Okay, spirit guides, angels, ancestors. So Luna's mom, make sure to come back again, because I'm feeling, I don't know what, I'm feeling something with your question, and I can't quite, I'm getting a bit tired, I can't quite pick up on what I'm feeling. We'll see what the cards come with. Because it's a long connection, there's history here, is maybe what we're picking up on. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Luna's mom, Virgo, and Taurus. What is the potential? Potential for reconciliation, reconnection between spirit guides and ancestors. And what does Luna's mom need to know about reconnecting? I really want to do a past present spread for this. Oh, okay. Yes, Luna's. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I wouldn't want to take what I said to Valentina. I wouldn't want to take your guys' donations now because I can feel I'm tired and I wouldn't want to do a bad job. Like I like to I put a lot of energy into the donated reads. So, but certainly come back next time. I can feel there's a lot of something going on here. Okay, short answer. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors, please give me some clarity about this. Okay, so well, firstly, the King of Cups came out. So there is a connection here. There's love here. You know how you said one true love? Like that's there. So this person feels this too. There is a strong emotional bond. There's a desire for that. There's something about, okay, so your question was, I don't know about the timing. There's something about the timing. Okay, I'm just going to do one thing. You both see each other as kind of like the ideal person. Like you both kind of see each other as the one, not as the one who got away, but as the one you want. So I don't know why you guys aren't together because I'm not doing like a full spread here. So I'm not really sure. I want to do, I'm trying to pull some more cards for you, Luna's mom, and it's like actually Spirit's shutting me down a little bit. Just because of right now. I don't know why. Something didn't manifest in the past. Sorry for being quiet. Something didn't manifest in the past. So right now, anyway, I've been using this deck and I've been asking Spirit for like positive messages on Christmas. So I've asked Spirit not to show me, and even in that previous one, they showed me a little bit. But so this is a good connection. It's a healthy connection. Well, meaning it has the potential to be healthy. I mean, there's the framework of this connection between you and this person is like kind of, as far as today these cards go, has blessing from Spirit, but it just something, it didn't manifest in the past or even in the current, and I don't know why, because I haven't asked for challenges at this point. Oh, okay. Some problem in decision making or logic or something, but basically there's potential for you guys to come together, because there was potential for this to have come together before already. You and this person could have already come together, what the cards are showing me. And you just didn't. And I don't know why you guys haven't yet come together. So yeah, come back again next time, whether you want to do a donated reading or even a free card. We can just ask that question as to what the blockage is, because it looks like that's a separate question, because the framework is there. Something about harmonizing your two, like combining something, like getting on the same page regarding external influence, not like other things in your life beyond the love you feel for each other. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Luna's mom. Sorry. Yeah, certainly come back. I felt a little bit more on that question. So certainly come back and we'll read again. Okay. So thank you, RT. I helped your help. Thank you for your help. I appreciate that. I'll try and come on before the new year. I'm sorry, I don't have a set schedule over the holidays. I was going to come on tomorrow, but I've been up too late today for that. But I'm going to try to come on before the new year for sure. Yes, but if you're subscribed, then you'll know. And yeah, okay. Thank you, Luna's mom. There's like fairy energy around you. So just like, I don't know, like little fairies and spirits. So it's all good. LA, thank you, RT. LA, will 2022 bring financial success? Okay, take care. Merry Christmas. I think manifest, Luna's mom. I think like Christmas, it's a nice day today or something. Like spirit hears you. You feel very connected to spirit. So okay. Let's bring into the spirit guides and ghost ancestors of LA. So LA's highest good. Will 2022 bring financial success? What does LA need to know about financial abundance in 2022? Ooh, okay. Okay, so there's spirit always giving me hard readings. Okay, there is okay, yes. So we see finances here kind of coming up. Yes, there's a potential for financial success in the future. Whether or not it's right around the corner or not, there's something in your personal life, and by personal life, I don't know if that's like relationships or just the things you desire in life or the passion and the feelings you put into like how your feelings or how your personal life or your family life are connected to your finances. Something about that will determine the financial success, that abundance that comes to you. Because we have the high priestess here. So, I mean, it could be something about, I'm not sure what you do. So, okay, I'm getting, sorry, I'm getting all these different messages, but I'm like tired to interpret them. There's something that LA, you know why you're asking this question is kind of what I'm getting from spirit. And it's like that thing that you know, and it has something to do with your personal fulfillment. It could have to do with having more harmony on your personal life to be able to pursue your financial dreams, or it could have to do with the fact what you are doing financially has to do with things related to, I don't know what, related to something a little bit different, how you make your money or something like that. In which case it's a multifaceted like thing. But I see despair around money disappearing, even though I don't see classical cards of like lots of financial abundance right around here. I see financial despair dissipating, as I said. So problems, if there have been problems with finances or problems finding your way forward, that will disappear. Listen to your intuition, listen to your like instinct and do the right thing for you. That's what I'm getting. Okay, thank you, Ellie. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me read for you. Okay, RT. Thank you, RT, for your help. When will I get married with Walker? Walker. When will I get married with Walker? When will I get married with Walker? Those ancestors. RT for RT's high school. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna keep going. What's happening here? Okay, so Spirit has saying you're worrying about this quite a bit, RT. So Spirit doesn't want you to worry about this. They want you to be more confident. If there are things you can take to be in the lead, or maybe this person's worried about it, I'm not sure. If there are things you can do in your personal life to help facilitate or manifest your guys' marriage coming together, then Spirit's advising you to do that. But Spirit's asking you or this person or the situation not to worry about it, not to get in your head, not to get anxious, stay up late at night, like thinking about this type of thing. Not to get too attached to the outcome. I don't know if that means the outcome of marriage or the little details involved with marriage, to kind of surrender to the process. If communication can help facilitate the desired goal, then that's it. So it's not giving us a win. It's kind of telling us not to worry. Potentially, I don't like doing timelines because we all have free will and that affects things a lot more. But oh no, please don't, computer, don't go on my computer. Okay. It could be, I don't know. It could be in any of, like, it could be like, it could be more in the spring or summer, like, versus the winter, although there is a potential. Thank you, LA. Come back again next time because there's lots of messages, LA. I don't know what those were all about. We could get into that next time. Sorry, focus. Okay, so technically it could be maybe March, maybe July, maybe October, November, like if you're looking next year. But those, I think, are timelines where things will become clearer potentially. Something about signs. There's some signs or something, RT. You should pray. You should pray? Why should you pray? Okay. There's something about prayer, offering, making some offering with the right flower. Okay, I don't know. That's so specific. Making the right offering with the right flower. Does that make any sense to you, RT? I'm sorry, Poonam. The free list is closed. I'm so sorry. Anyway, they're telling you not to worry. They're telling you not to worry, not to get too attached to expect the outcome, and things that you can take action on to do it. And those months I mentioned are months where things might be more relevant. But when things feel a bit more free and unencumbered is when it will happen. I don't know if that made sense. Why is Spirit giving me so many messages on the free reads when it's so late? Okay, thank you, Poonam. Come back next time. I'll be happy to answer for you. Okay, let me just see who else was here. So we had, okay, so Valentina, Nina, and Princess, right? Are those the people left? Okay, so let's go quick here, guys, because my computer's charger is going. Ooh, and I don't have my charger here. So drop your questions as quickly as possible so we don't lose the live stream. And if we do lose the live stream, certainly come back next time. But drop your questions as quickly. Okay, Valentina. Thank you, Valentina. Okay. I'm pretty sure last night Carlos sneaked out to hook up with his baby mama, Valeria. Is he in love with her currently? And truly attracted towards her. How are things looking for his forgotten ancestors? What is a clear message that Valentina needs to hear about Carlo and this other person? How does he feel about this other person? I don't always like ask. Okay, anyway, like on little reads, like, I mean, I know I'm only doing a short read. I don't like to ask too much about a third energy because it's easier for me to tap into yours. But let's see what we get. Okay, so what we get here for you, Valentina, focusing on the question you've asked about your person's feelings about someone else. No, I don't think his feelings about her are clear entirely. Okay. He might be attracted towards her because for a variety of reasons he can he has, like, that's his baby mama, so he has certain strings that attach him to that situation, but he's not really sure where he stands. He doesn't really know what he feels for her entirely. It's nothing set in stone, but he's still choosing to he may be choosing to entertain her. This is the Eight of Swords and the Queen of Wands that came out in this deck. What is it? Okay, so I wanted to just ask what his feelings were towards you, because this is a bit confusing. But he's attracted to you as well. He likes you. He likes talking to you. He has emotions for you. So the point is, he likes you, has feelings for you, has emotions towards you, but he might have a connection to this person, but he's not really sure what's going on there. Like I don't see that that's the love of his life or anything like that. So from like, well, we didn't really ask that question, Valentina. Like we didn't ask if he loves her, but from the cards that came out, I didn't see that, but that's not what we asked. So come back again and we can ask that question. But from those cards that came out, no, I don't see that that's like, and I think I just said that I don't see it being like the love of his life or anything like that. He might be confused about what he's feeling as well. I think we'd have to examine that question in more detail. It's funny, I just noticed this card had flown off to the side. It's the Three of Swords. So no, I think he's not sure how he's feeling about situations right now. And I think he does. The point is he has feelings and cares about you. So that's what's important here. Okay. So thank you for waiting, Valentina. I appreciate that. Certainly, absolutely. Come back next time and we can look at that in more detail. Okay, if Nina or Princess are here, please drop your questions because my computer is dying. Otherwise, I'm going to sign off here. Oh, I'm kind of sure he's in a friend. Oh, type of relationship, so I don't know where his heart. Yeah, his heart. Where his heart is at isn't clear based on those cards. I don't think it's fully with her. He certainly has feelings for you. He might not, I think we'd have to make sure look into like whether he's a player or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, is he a player? Not player, but you know what I mean? Like, is he mature enough yet for a connection with you? Would be the question to ask. I'm sorry, Abe, the free list is closed today. I'm sorry, Abe, but come back next time. So Nina or Princess, if you guys are here. If not, I'm going to sign off because my computer's dying. Why are you here? Okay. Yes, and the earlier you come, I think is better because what I might do in the future is I might just do like free reads for the first like 15 minutes straight, and then I'd move on to donations is what I might do, so to make it so people don't have to wait so long. Yeah, come back next time, we'll get some advice and stuff like that. Okay, so if Princess, make sure, so Princess is in here, Nina is in here, Luna Ray is in here, and RTM and Priyanka. If those people are not here, then I am going to sign off for today. Okay, so yes, yeah, don't. Okay. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Is anyone else here? The only reason I don't want to ask that, Valentina, is that because I'm only pulling. When you only pull a couple of cards and you ask about like, so you see, I'm tuning into your energy, and your energy connects to his. And then this is a third person, this other person, this baby mama. And if we're going that far into energies, like a couple of card pull would give us the wrong answer. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. I mean, I can pull a card for you, but I wouldn't. Well, no, I wouldn't, because it wouldn't be accurate. That's the problem. That's why I don't. That's why I wanted to focus on what he feels for you. Okay, Priyanka, go ahead. Yeah. So Priyanka, hurry up, please, because my computer's dying. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of Priyanka. I understand what you're asking, Valentina. Come back again, and like if we do like I say, do a more detailed read, it's easier to see. Well, we saw that he has feelings for that person. So I mean, I think Spirit's telling you that he does entertain this person, but he doesn't know how he feels. So the question is for you, that's kind of your clarity. He does maybe have something there. Okay, Priyanka, I'm counting down 5 for you, Priyanka. After I finish Priyanka, I'll pull one last card for you. Valentina, I'll pull a guidance card for you. And then I'm going to go. Okay? Spirit guides, angels. Priyanka, if you don't give me your question, I'm just going to pull a card for you. Spirit guides, angels, ancestor. What does Priyanka Gupta need to know? What does Priyanka Gupta need to know? Something about plans, expectations for Priyanka Gupta. I'm not sure. Priyanka, you have 5 seconds. Sorry, the free list is closed today. Oh my God, only for you. Okay, this is going to be advice for Valentina. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors. What is some advice for Valentina about the situation? Valentina needs some advice. Okay, so Valentina, your advice is this. Hold your vision. So don't give up yet. Keep going. I don't understand where Priyanka went. They just told me they were here and then they left. So you have hold your vision. And we also have be bold and make the first move. So Valentina, I read that as like, don't give up on the situation, but also that if you need clarity on stuff that you need to like, you need to take the steps to find that. So whether that's asking this person questions or something like that. No, so that was, okay. So that's the advice for you. I think Priyanka has gone. So, and my computer literally I just got this thing saying my battery's low. Okay. I'll pull one card for Priyanka because I don't know what happened. So, oh my God, only for you, the list is closed. Oh my God, only for you, Meenakshi, the list is closed. Okay, so for Priyanka, you didn't write your question, so you got within the next few weeks and you got abundance. So Priyanka, this is what we have for you, okay? Because you didn't write your question, these are 2 cards for you. Within the next few weeks in abundance, okay? Okay, so these are the 2 cards for you, Priyanka. Okay, I'm time stamping it here. Abundance and within the next few weeks. Yes, Priyanka, I asked you for your question several times and you didn't say anything. So, like, are you listening to the stream? I kept asking what your question was. I pulled several cards for you. So these are the cards for you. Okay? I'm not sure if your stream's, it's below. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, Priyanka, I called you a couple of times, like, for like 5 minutes. So when you will meet your spouse, we had in the next few weeks in abundance. So it seems that it's coming soon. Okay. Okay, so thank you guys. Sorry, I have to go, Valentina. Thank you for your patience and stuff. Certainly come back next time and we'll look at your person in more detail. Okay, thank you, everyone. Merry Christmas. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye. Yes, it was read for you, Priyanka. If you need some help with language, just ask someone else who, like, they could help you understand, but it just says soon and something abundant. Okay, you can replay it with someone who can help you. Okay, thank you. Bye.